Hello, my name is Will. Welcome to my new YouTube channel. This first video, I'm going to review a really cool product I just picked up called the Stream Deck from Elgato, elgato.com. I'll put the links in the show notes for all this. Really cool product that was primarily designed for streaming, doing live streams like game streamers on Twitch, YouTube, channels like that. Has a lot of built-in integrations for Twitch and a piece of software called OBS, which is the video recording software I'm using right now to record the show. So pardon my eyeballs looking up to the corner. I'm just checking out the studio website of being able to switch through different sources of video. Decided to just go ahead and shoot it in one take, shoot it live, and mess with edits later. And rather than doing a multicam setup and editing the video that way for this first video. So pardon that. So again, the Stream Deck primarily used for that game streamer, but I've found several other uses for it because I don't stream video right now, and I'm not a gamer, and I'm not really doing much video editing or anything like that just yet. So what I use it for is shortcuts. I do a lot of work at the computer. You've got hotkeys on your computer keyboards now that you can program, but I find this to be really effective of programming in the 15 buttons on the screen on the touchpad to do multiple things. So I'm going to walk you through how I use it, and I'm still really just getting started with it. But at $150. Really cool. The amount of time it saves me already has been just amazing. So I'm going to walk you through that. Let me switch over to the screen now with the web browser and the Stream Deck itself. So you can see it really fits in the palm of the hand. I can adjust the angle of it. I'm not going to move it around because the camera's set right now for it. But very small touch button, and so you can program in the icons. So this is what makes it better than the hotkeys on your computer keyboard. You don't have to memorize what Command 1 or Command F8 did. You can write on these icons. You can program in a particular picture on it. You can do all sorts of things with it, and so I'm going to walk you through some of those that I do now. So, what I use it for is basically anything that takes more than 1 or 2 or 3 clicks. Sometimes it may only take 1 click, but it's one that I repeat often. So any task that I repeat multiple times in a day, I go ahead and program it into my Stream Deck to be able to do that. So some of the things that I do, let me take you over to sharing my display. So you'll see some of these things pop up. So one of my first tabs in here is Spotify. So I listen to music while I work. So if I click the Spotify button, you see Spotify opens up and also takes me to a screen on the Stream Deck to control, all of this, all the play functions of the Spotify app. Including volume, skipping ahead in a song, skipping back in a song. If you're listening to a podcast, skipping to the next song. So pretty cool. And each of my screens, I end up programming in a home button that takes me back to my home screen, or another button that I can kind of fast forward through my different profiles. So that's one of the things I use it for. I just found it. Rather than, I use Macs primarily, rather than searching for the app or going to the app folder and finding Spotify and opening it and going through all that, I can hit one button, pops up. My wife and I and our stepson, we all fight over the temperature of the house quite a bit. I'm working up in a loft in our apartment, and I find, the temperature becomes an issue. I've programmed in taking me to the Nest app. Unfortunately, there aren't other shortcut keys for Nest once you're on their website. But at least this takes me right to it. I don't even have to open the app on my phone anymore. I can come right to it and, adjust the temperature. It's not really 78 degrees in the house. But our thermostat just seems to be reading a little hot. But it's ice cold in the place right now. So I'm going to shut that down so maybe we won't hear the air conditioning noise in the background in a moment when it shuts down. All right, some other things that I do. We record a podcast, my stepson and I, and I'll be doing some other podcasting soon. So I've got a shortcut that takes me right to the dashboard for our podcast. I haven't set these all up yet, but I've got some sources for YouTube Studio and just YouTube browsing in general. Got a little bit more of the YouTube browsing. So be able to play all the play functions and all that, but I'm going to search out the other shortcut keys that work things like liking a video or subscribing to a channel. I use the Toggl app to track my time on a number of things. So I've programmed a button here for Toggl, which will open the Toggl desktop app, and then I can come in and actually, start my timer for whatever function I'm doing. I do a little bit of day trading, so on my money sign here, and that takes me to a screen that has all the different financial apps that I use or the web pages where I could open them individually, or instead I can use the multifunction button, which I'll go into in a minute, and run the functions to open all those into a new window, place the window where I want it, and open all four of these different web pages. So I've got it on that screen so that you don't have to see my meager investing strategies. I do a bit of writing, a lot of note taking. So I've got another profile in here for that, which takes me to right now. I can access the Medium app. That's where I do some of my writing. You can find me on Medium at Will of Writes, WRITES. So that takes me to the homepage for Medium. Or another thing I do, and make sure I'm in the display video so you can see my display itself. Evernote is a program I use quite a bit, so I've programmed a button here to open Evernote app and go into a new note just in my sorting table there. But there's plenty of other hot buttons I can program for Evernote, and same for Apple Notes. I use it quite a bit as well. It's open on another screen, so you're not seeing that right now. I'm just starting to check out Twitch, so that's kind of a new one, but I've got a shortcut button just straight to that, just straight to my homepage in Twitch. And soon I'll be programming in for different apps I use within Adobe, and each of these will be set up to actually open up the particular app. So that one's for Photoshop, and then what I'm going to end up doing is setting up a profile for hotkey shortcuts for Photoshop itself. Close that out. Sometimes, just as a productivity tip, having a 20-minute timer, call it a Pomodoro timer, just to kind of to do a sprint. Like, hey, I'm going to really focus the next 20 minutes on reading certain articles or spending time on browsing the internet or whatever. Sometimes, as many of you probably know, you're watching this YouTube video right now, that once you get started, there's no stopping. So I can hit my 20-minute timer, and it gives me a countdown. So I'm at 19:57, 56, and it'll count down and give me a little buzzer when it hits 20 minutes. File management. I know if you end up downloading a lot of things or screenshots that go to your desktop, file management becomes a thing. So I've just got a profile in here for working with within the Finder. And so once I go to that page, there'll be a number of things I can do of opening up new windows or deleting things, removing files of trash and whatnot. And then I've got another profile of just some quick links. I do a lot of shopping on Amazon, so that one goes there. All right, so I mean, those are some of the things I'm using it for. There's endless possibilities of things to do with the Stream Deck. So basically, the way I come about the different shortcuts that I'll program in are based off of just working through the day. And as soon as I come to a task that I realize, hey, I've done this 3 times today, then I better program a button in here. Or if it takes 3 or 4 steps to get to the page that I want to get to, such as Evernote, I want to open it, but I also want to open a certain folder and start a new note, something like that. Or if I want to put certain tags on it, from the get-go, I can program all of that into one button and make that work. So that's how I use it. So again, endless what I can do with it. I'm still growing with it, still figuring out all the steps that I want to put in it. So now I'm going to go through just how to program it. So let me cut to this screen. All right, so what this shows here is the Stream Deck software, the configuration screen. So that's the home screen I was just walking through. So I've got my click for music, and so I can walk you through how I do this. So my home screen's still evolving, figuring out what I actually want on here. I may end up making a shortcut for video, and then it taking me to another profile where that screen will then break out into the different video apps or web pages that I use. And then from there, have profiles for each of these, for watching YouTube, for working and uploading videos and whatnot, or editing, things like that. So for now, we'll just be in there. So right now, I've got quite a number of different profiles in here. So Finder. So when I click the Finder button on the home screen, it takes me to this screen. And then where I can open new windows, open new folders, open new tabs. When I get to different files, I can preview. So all these do, it's just a shortcut. Excuse me. I drag over from the side here what I want to do. So this is just a hotkey. So I'll go down here to the hotkey, and I will drag that there. I'm not going to do it at the moment because I've already got, well, look at what I just did. So I will drag it over there. Nope, I don't want to. There we go. So it takes me right back to it. But if I dragged it over, and I'll show you on another screen in a moment how that goes. And then what I would do here is I would, to preview, like if you've highlighted a file in say, in the Finder, then you just hit the space bar over it, and that'll give you a preview of it. So let me take you to the display screen again, and let me open a new window. I said let me open a new window. Oh, I gotta actually get into the Finder. All right, new window. And let me put it over here. You don't need to see all my stuff. But here it is. There's what a Finder window looks like. And let's see what I got in here. I've got The Road to Better Habits. It's a PDF I downloaded from somebody. So if I hit the space bar, sorry, there's the preview. So it pops up if I hit the space bar, right? So all I did was I programmed it into the StreamPad preview, and so it's just hitting the space bar for me. It's just a one-click button. It's just the space bar. Why don't I just leave it on the space bar? Well, because I've got everything built into my StreamPad here, right? So if I want to go to the next file, I can just use, I've got my arrow down buttons, and I can preview the other things. Hit preview button again, it goes away. If I decided, so it looks like I've got 2 copies of something here. Actually, it looks like I have 3 copies of something here. So I can, while it's highlighted, move to trash, and those are gone. And so let me just show you that move to trash, what this one is. This is a hotkey. I mean, there's a command, backspace is the function to move to trash. All right, so I programmed that in there as a hotkey. It came over here I can set the icon. And so I just pulled in a just red background to create that one. And then I put the title on it, move to trash, to be able to do that. And you can select the font, and you can select the color and position of it all through this little screen here. Size, all that. So that's one of the ones. So let me I'll take you through building a new screen for whatever you might want to do, to just show you a couple of the different functions. So I keep a default tab in here. Let me just show you what that default is. And whenever I create a new one, I create it from here, because sometimes I want the timer on every screen. Not as often, so oftentimes I'll end up deleting that out. But I've got my home button, so it's already programmed to go back to the home profile. If I hit that, it goes right back there, right? And then my forward button it scrolls me through the different profiles. Back to my default. So what I do when I'm creating a new one is I come in here, right click, duplicate. Now I rename this one, and so we'll just call this one test. And so now I'm on that. Not yet. Now I'm on the test profile. So let's say I wanted to do a shortcut key to open a website. I can do that here. So what I would do here is, let me go to a website and just make it a little bit easier to get the URL. There's hello, my name is Will. Still in progress, still being built. All right. So back in here. So I'm going to program that in. Hello, my name is Will. And it just has the website piece like that. So I can just type in here, hello, for the icon. That's enough for me for this one, right? And then on the next one, let's do a hotkey for, let's say we're in the Chrome app. So after I've gone to hello, my name is Will.com, maybe I'm going to want to open another tab. So opening another tab in Chrome is Command T, right? So I've done that. So I can either leave it the way it says there, or I can just write new tab. And then maybe let's do a multi-step. So here's a multi-action one. So within this, now you've opened multi-action, now you pull in the different things that you want to do. So let's have it open an app. I'm going to have it open Chrome. We'll just keep it within the web world here. So it should be under Google Chrome. Okay, and then let's have it open a particular website. Again, let's just do hello, my name is Will. Makes it easy. And then let's have it open another tab from there. So again, Command T. So those are the different actions that it's going to take. It's going to open the other tab. Well, it's going to first open Chrome, then it's going to open the website, and then it's going to open the tab. And I'm going to have to change this screen to make sure it's showing the display. All right, good. Just to make sure we're able to see all of this in action. All right. So we can change the icon on that. I'll show you that in just a minute. All right, but now I'm going to go to my my Stream Deck, and first we're already in Chrome. Press the button for opening the web page. There, it takes me straight to the web page. Want to do a new tab? Does the new tab? Let's pretend I wasn't actually in. So here I'm in Finder now. I'm going to do this multi-step piece, which opens me a new. Well, Chrome's already open, so it just went ahead and opened up a new iteration of that web page and a new tab. So if Chrome's already open, here's another step I could add into that. Let's go back to the Stream Deck configuration, into that multi, and let me do another hotkey in Chrome. Maybe I want to do all this in a new window. So I'm going to do the hotkey, click to assign. I'm going to assign Command N, which is new window. All right. Back to the display here. So now I'm going to, let me close out of these other ones so we can see the new stuff that comes out. All right, so the function that it's going to do now from the Stream Deck on that multifunction is going to be open Chrome. It's already open. It's going to open a new window, open hello my name is will.com, and then it's going to open open a new tab. All right, and it did it all over on the other side. All right, so that's another thing I can do. I've got a piece of software that, or a little one of those top menu little mini apps that does something cool. Let me program that in now. So what I'm going to want it to do is I've got a keyboard shortcut to move this screen. Say I want to move it to the right third of my of my display. So again, another hotkey function, and I'm going to click to assign, and I believe it's Control Alt T is going to get my right third of the screen. All right, so now I'm back here and go to the Stream Deck, hit that multifunction key, and now it's moved it over to the right third of my screen. And it opened the page and opened that. So this is the way I do it for the multifunction on the, like my financial page, for instance. So again, this is, I mean, I don't want to make this video 6 hours long. It's already pretty long. But a lot of the cool things you can do if you repeat a lot of text, like maybe keywords for videos, and they go in with the with hashtag keyword comma to put this text in. You've got ones that you repeat often, so you can put that in there. So maybe it's like, whatever you call this one, keywords, right? And so what will happen, let me pull open let's go over and we'll do this on Evernote page. Back home, writing, Evernote. Right, so I've got this, and I just did my new screen. All right, I'm going to hit that keyword button, and now it popped in, as you can see on the screen here, keyword, keyword 2, keyword 3. So the keyboard shortcut's kind of a cool way to go about using this. Again, hotkey switches. You can use the hotkey as a switch, kind of an on-off. Open an app, multimedia. You can, put the controls for your multimedia in there. That's what I did on my my music page. These are all multimedia buttons, which then I put in custom icons for. There's a lot with Streamlabs itself, so I could, drop in let me go back to our test page. I could do a switch profile, and then let me replace that, and then all that does is I select which one of my profiles from the Stream Deck that I want to use. Create new folders, all sorts of great stuff. In fact, I haven't explored to create a new folder yet, but I imagine that's going to help organize my profile, so that's going to come in handy very soon. Within the OBS Studio software that I use for video, that's handy as well. And I just started messing with this, but in theory, I should be able to bounce between my different video sources, whether it's just my camera, it's the Stream Deck configuration screen, my browser, in the pictures in picture, or the display itself. So that's pretty awesome. And you change your sources, start streaming, start recording. I just decided I better look to make sure I'm still recording, and I'll probably use this to stop our recording shortly. So that, in a nutshell, in a mere 27 minutes, is Stream Deck and how I go about using it. I'll be putting together more reviews and tutorials. I probably went on pretty long on this first one. There's so much I'm still finding out in Stream Deck. Maybe I'll re-record this and do a new review and just break down the Stream Deck tutorials in a playlist with some shorter nuggets for you in the future. But let me know in the comments how you use Stream Deck. I think it's an awesome product. If you like the video, if you like what I showed you, if you want to try the Stream Deck, please use the link. I have an affiliate link with Amazon to that below, so that certainly helped me be able to continue to do different reviews and whatnot videos. So again, share the page, share these videos, like them, subscribe. I'll be putting more up here soon, I hope, and hopefully we'll have some better video quality and direction of whether I continue to use OBS and kind of stream these live in one take, or if I want to get heavier into video editing and chop all these up in pieces. All right, hey, thanks a lot for watching. Again, the product is the Stream Deck from Elgato. Let me look at that. What a way to finish. Let me get back to the webcam full. There we are. Stream Deck from Elgato. The links will be in the description. Thanks again. My name is Will.